Brawl Stars is a pretty entertaining game. We all know that the developers want the game to be perfect and, most importantly, to make every feature useful. And while it is like that with pretty much the entire game, there is one feature that doesn't make any sense, and it seems like it is absolutely forgotten by the whole community. This feature is the Mega Pig, which was another new and fresh thing added to the game. It was really promising, and it seemed like everyone really enjoyed it, but it didn't take the community a lot of time to start criticizing Supercell about how boring and useless the Mega Pig is. In this video, we'll see why one of the most promising and interesting features of the game became hated by everyone. The Mega Pig was added to the game in 2023 as a replacement for the old Club League. The players wanted a more entertaining and rewarding club feature, so the only logical thing for Supercell to do was to add something fresh and less demanding. As the main reason why all the players wanted the removal of the Club League was mainly that you had to play it every week, and also the rewards weren't good at all, so it wasn't worth playing for the already maxed out players, which made the Club League useless. So Supercell tried to add some new things and rework it overall, but nothing really seemed to work as the players still wanted something brand new, which would have more sense of playing. The original idea of the Mega Pig was to have a little bit of randomness, so it could be more fun and unpredictable. And that's why Supercell made it work like a ranked, where you get a random map with a modifier, and you get through picking a brawler phase. Every player on the club have 18 tickets, which he can use to play games, and every win goes to the Mega Pig, which has 5 different stages, and depending on how many wins the club overall has, you can get up to 20 star drops. In order to get the biggest reward from this event, everyone had to play their tickets, and the club had to achieve 250 wins. All of this sounded fantastic at the beginning, and the players were really excited to try this new feature, but it turned out to be a completed disaster after just a month of it being in the game, and there were already big problems with Mega Pig. The first and biggest problem of the Mega Pig is the gameplay itself and how it actually works. To play one game, you need to wait in extremely long matchmaking, which is very annoying, and this isn't even for one game, but for almost every. Then you need to go through the pick phase, which in my opinion is absolutely useless, and it is just a waste of time. It would be a much better idea to just pick your brawlers and after you get the random map, start playing, just because, as Supercell said, it will be random and surprising like it was with the mystery mode where you just pick random brawlers without knowing which mode and map you will get to play on. Also, when there isn't a banning phase, I don't really see what is the point of the picking phase, when you can just pick a brawler and press play, and this will save at least 2 minutes of your time, which is equivalent to playing one game. The next big problem with Mega Pig is the modifiers, which just make the gameplay more complicated and also unfair towards some of the players. We all know that Supercell's goal is to make the event more fun, and that's why they are adding modifiers. But the truth is that most of the players would rather play normally than with modifiers. And while there are some pretty normal modifiers like Quickfire and Sick Beats, which does not affect the gameplay that much, and it's up to you if you will allow the opponents to take advantage of it or not, there are modifiers like Time Detonation and Unlimited Power, which just doesn't make any sense, as it gives a lot more advantage to one of the teams, which is unfair and makes the gameplay even more complicated. So the only way to make it fair is to just remove the modifiers from the Mega Pig, or at least ask the community which to remain and which to be removed. Another problem with Mega Pig, which I'm sure won't surprise anybody, is that it's just boring. Supercell always wants to add fun and exciting things to the game, and while we all thought that the Mega Pig was going to be fun and exciting, it turned out to be the complete opposite. The idea was for the Mega Pig event to be available once a month, which sounded absolutely great. But Supercell made one really huge mistake at the moment they released it, and it was that they ran 2 consecutive Mega Pig events, which kind of ruined the excitement among the community. After that, there were also some times when there wasn't a Mega Pig event for months, and then there were 2 in 2 weeks, which just made it boring. And overall, this inconsistency makes the player lose their motivation to play this event, and I think that once a month is a good idea, and Supercell should stick to it and not make any exceptions. And last but not least, another very huge problem with the Mega Pig event is the rewards. At first, 20 star drops sounded like something which is worth it to play for, but most of the players realized that 20 star drops are just not enough for all the time you've spent playing this event. There is also a problem where a player who has played all of his tickets would get the same amount of star drops as a player who has played just one, which I think is unfair towards the other players who have literally carried the whole club. And it would be a good idea if Supercell give different amount of rewards to the different players based on how much they have contributed in the event. Not only it would be more fair, but it will also motivate more players to play the event, and it won't be necessary for some players to carry the whole club, while others don't even play a game. On top of that, the reward should be increased, because let's be honest, even that 20 star drop sounds like a big reward. We all know that at least half of them are going to be rare, and it depends highly on the luck you have what reward you would get, and it shouldn't be like that. So the solution is for Supercell to either increase the number of star drops given, or maybe change the rewards or rework the entire reward system. These were the problems of the Mega Pig, which made it so boring and hated. Let's hope that in the future, Supercell will either rework it or make something more interesting and rewarding. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel so you can show that you support me. Also, comment below on how you would fix the Mega Pig to make it better and more entertaining. That was everything for this video. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.